Hi guys, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching me, depending on your time zone. Again, welcome to today's discussion. Now, Ezra Chilobas Miu was appointed as the General Director of Communication, and I did analysis about that. In case you miss it, I'm going to put a link on this video so that you can go and check on that. So, after that appointment, Dr. Miguna Miguna tweeted several in reaction to that appointment. And this is how one of his tweets reads. After despot, Miguna language, Uhuru Kenyatta has used Ezra Chiloba and the National Intelligence Service NIS to steal election for Musalia Mudavadi and Gideon Moi on 9th August 2022. The State House Kenya blogger will say to Raila Odinga, go to the court. We gave you the deep state system and Chiloba, but you still lost. That's the tweet from Miguna Miguna. Now, I want us to use this opportunity to check if there is some truth in what Miguna is trying to tweet. And again, the reason why Miguna is sending out such signals. But before we go deep into that, a quick reminder. You might be watching me and you have not yet subscribed. My humble request, please consider to subscribe so that any other time, once I come out with a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all the channel subscribers and anyone who drop a comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Let us keep on dropping comment. Let us keep on sharing this video to attract a larger audience. Back to our discussion. If you follow Miguna Miguna tweet, you will learn that he is developing this allegation from number one, the time Francis Kememia spilled the bean about the existence of the deep state and what they can do. Number two, the appointment of Ezra Chiloba, Muhati and Kasait and the other people who are at the center of 2017 general election. Number three, the remarks by the Mount Kenya Foundation after interviewing Raila Odinga, when they had time with Raila Odinga, they went ahead to say that they would want to invite again the One Kenya Alliance team so that they can also listen to them, and after that, they can make an informed decision to go and advise President Uhuru Kenyatta on which candidate they are going to select for him so that he can consider. And remember, One Kenya Alliance is coming as a coalition. Raila Odinga is coming in just with the ODM party. Then we have that allegation of ODM and Jubilee coming together. But up to now, that coalition has not yet been formalized. Now, Miguna Miguna reacted in some of the comments as some people ask him about the strength of Musalia Mudavadi and Gideon Moi as far as 2022 general election is concerned. And Miguna, in his response, he is asking them another question. That what was the strength of Mwai Kibaki as far as 2007 election was concerned? Now, if you go that direction, generally, it was one community versus all. So it was Kikuyu against all other communities in Kenya. But despite having that in hands and the violence that came with it, the deep state still had their way in 2017 general election. So that is the response of Miguna Miguna to those comments. So for those who listen to Francis Kememia, the Nyandarua governor, he made it clear that for the deep state to settle on somebody that they want to make the president, number one, that person should have international links. He should be accepted by the international community. And again, number two, that person must be seen as electable. So it means it's someone who is coming in with a constituency that they just need to add some value into it and make that person a president. So the question here is Musalia Mudavadi electable? Now, Musalia is coming from the second largest community in Kenya. And therefore, for Musalia Mudavadi to win 100% support from Western region or Luya community for that matter, he must get a strong running mate who can make Luyas to believe in Musalia Mudavadi presidency. And once Musalia Mudavadi get a strong running mate, that alone is going to win the confidence of Luyas in Musalia Mudavadi. So these people can definitely get back and decide that now Since other strong people are supporting one of our own, then it is high time that we embrace one of our own and at least try to elevate him by voting, giving him all our vote in that manner, and not another Kioni. And in my own view, what Miguna Miguna is saying, having Gideon Moi working with Musalia Mudavadi, Gideon Moi is another Kioni. Because, look here, William Ruto has all the Kalenjin vote in his pocket. So my question is, where is Gideon Moi constituency that is bringing to Musalia Mudavadi? So to actualize what Miguna is saying, in my own view, there are three ways. Number one is if Raila Odinga is strong his support towards Musalia Mudavadi, it will be easily achieved. Number two, if William Samoei Ruto is strong his support towards Musalia Mudavadi, it can be easily achieved. And number three, if One Kenya Alliance is going to stay together and then they go ahead to identify Musalia Mudavadi as their flag bearer, that one will have some fruit in it. So unfortunately, Raila Odinga is running. He's a serious candidate. Mmeona leo amekuwa akireceive some public address system and the vehicle for campaign. So it means Baba is on the race. Number two, William Ruto is going to try his first time on ballot in 2022. So for that reason, One Kenya Alliance remains there. But up to now, again, One Kenya Alliance is not a sure bet. These guys have not formalized that coalition. But just in case if One Kenya Alliance is going to stay, so my assuming is that Gideon Moi should not be the running mate to Musalia Mudavadi. The best person should be Kalonzo Musyoka. If Kalonzo Musyoka can be a running mate to Musalia Mudavadi, just in case he accept, I think it's going to add more value into that. But if One Kenya Alliance will decide that Kalonzo Musyoka is the flag bearer and Musalia Mudavadi is the running mate to Kalonzo Musyoka, in my own view, Mudavadi will add very little value to Kalonzo ticket. Because definitely, if the Luyas will see Musalia Mudavadi has decided to play a second fiddler to someone like Kalonzo Musyoka, then these people will get angry and they will definitely divert their vote towards Raila Amolo Odinga. So the best catch-up card is to have Musalia Mudavadi as the candidate, then have the backing of Kalonzo Musyoka. Kalonzo will add some value. And again, Luyas will see someone like Kalonzo Musyoka coming with the Kamba community here. There is some seriousness into that card. So for that reason, majority of Luyas can decide to go with the Musalia Mudavadi. So in that manner, these guys may be targeting maybe to become on top two. If they are not first, then they should be second. And then in the rerun, the system can have their way. But in that election, just in case One Kenya Alliance can stay and have a single candidate, they become that. Sasa hapo wasahau maneno yao hivyo. The only thing remaining, it will be to negotiate with other people to form the next government. But again, we understand One Kenya Alliance can fail. If it fails, we have Kalonzo running, Mudavadi running, Gideon Moi is going to play national politics. Hata enda kusimama usenata tena. So for that reason, maybe these guys, all of them will be running. That can occur into having a rerun in 2022 general election. Because Raila on ballot, William Ruto, Kalonzo and Musalia being on ballot. That means possibility of any of this individual getting 50+1 will be another story. We have people who are dismissing this, that there cannot be a rerun. Remember how President Uhuru Kenyatta was disciplined by the court. So they are putting into cushion all these things. So for that reason, if this deep state can force to have their candidate win that election, that candidate can be stopped by the court. And that alone can call for a fresh election. So a rerun might be inevitable in 2022 general election. In case we don't have to, we will avoid to have a rerun, it means One Kenya Alliance should go ahead and work with the Raila Odinga, the same way tumewaona jana shaking hands together. So I think in my view, those are the three scenarios that I believe they can arrive on Musalia presidency. Beyond that, I don't know, you can tell me in the comment section. So again, generally, Miguna Miguna might have just been advising ODM party to be careful in the deals that they are going in with the so-called deep state, those business men there. And again, in other words, Miguna might have just been advising the One Kenya Alliance team to stay together with the hope that they can become either second or first. And in that way, it can be easy for them to have deep state on their side. So he might just been advising through his tweet. Thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. Now go in the comment section. Tell me your view about Miguna Miguna tweet. What is the possible scenario just in case Musalia Mudavadi should be made the next president? And how true is that? Thank you so much. See you in our next video.